Blog Talk Radio.
Hey there! Welcome to Big Blend Radio with your hosts, Lisa and Nancy, editors of BigBlendMagazine.com.
It is Happy Hour. Welcome to the first Toast of the Arts Happy Hour show of 2022. Woo-hoo. We are airing live from the studio of ceramic artist Andrea Fay in Peachtree City, Georgia. This is a studio you can visit on the, they have what they call the Shaft. It is the Southern Hands Artist Studio Tour that they do every November. And she's been on the show a few times, and she's an amazing artist. And we're here in her studio with cats and pottery.
Studio.
So it's very awesome.
I want her studio.
I know. We could live in her studio. She just doesn't know it yet. She will be on our show on January 24th, so stay tuned for that. But today's show is part of a live broadcast series. You know, if you've heard the last few shows, we are celebrating 25 years of Big Blend magazines, 15 years of Big Blend radio, and 10 years of traveling around on our Big Blend Love Your Parks tour, documenting parks and public land.
Wow.
We are daily with our radio shows. Now we've been doing Zoom so you can watch or listen, all pre-recorded, but we needed to go back to our roots and have some live shows, and so we'll be doing live broadcasts throughout the year whenever we can, being full-time on the road. Mm-hmm. It really is going to be wherever and whenever we can, so you never know. It's a pop-up.
It's a pop-up.
Big Blend pop-up. So keep up with us at BigBlendRadio.com. And today's show, we're going to get on the Big Blend party bus. We know we love the party bus. Priscilla, our pink sock monkey, is our travel mascot, will be serving food and drinks to our guests. And we're going to start out, because today we're in Georgia, so we're going to go first. We're going to go over to Tennessee. We're going to go hang out with Lizzie-Harah-The-Madisons band. We're going to go out to New Mexico, Silver City, New Mexico, the art town, and chat with contemporary figurative artist Victoria Chick. She's working on this whole new museum coming in.
I know.
The Fine Art Museum.
Awesome.
So awesome. Then we're going to go to San Diego, where we once lived, and Margot Carerra is on the show. She's a fine art nature photographer. We have known her since the very beginning of Big Blend magazine, back in our print days of just being a San Diego publication. And then we're going to go up and find our way to San Jose to hang out with Steve-Schneickert-Hollywood-Historian. So that means we have Hollywood history on the show. We have music on the show. And we're being nudged and texted that we are going to have some party crashers because something special is happening tomorrow.
Cool.
It's going to be interesting, and it's going to be foodie. But while we get the truck, or I should say the bus started, because it's cold out here in Peachtree City, Georgia, Priscilla's getting everything cooking. We're going to listen to some music, and we're going to go pick up Lizzie. So here it is, Blue Sky Day from the Madisons. This is off of their album, Err on the Side of Love, and you can keep up with them at madisonsmusic.com. So here it is, Blue Sky Day. It's one of the best songs to me. I love this song. But we're going to play it, and we're going to go pick her up. Sounds good, right?
Pickup artist.
I could have been a writer, well, I could have been a rogue, and I could have been a miner down in Mexico. I fell into coffee and I fell into your robe, and it's gonna be a blue sky day, blue sky day. Take me to your island, take me home.
Everyone, that was Blue Sky Day by the Madisons from their album Air on the Side of Love, and you can keep up with them at madisonsmusic.com. And our Big Blend Party Bus has stopped at Lizzie-Harah of the Madisons in Tennessee. She's out in East Tennessee. She's out in the woods. How are you, Lizzie?
Hey, y'all. Happy New Year. You going to give me a ride?
Yeah. Hop on the bus, Gus.
Hop on the bus.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
And also, happy anniversary, Lisa and Nancy. It's amazing. You've always done such a fabulous job with your show. What an accomplishment. Proud to be a part of what you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. I love your song. I feel like there's an eagle out there just floating.
I know. I love Blue Sky Day. That is one of my favorite, all-time favorite songs. And whenever I hear it, it calms me down and reminds me that beautiful things can happen. It's beautiful. It's just a beautiful song.
Thank you. We're honored that you chose that to start off your show this evening. Thank you.
Now, listen, this is important. We're going to go to New Mexico next, which I know is kind of near your old hometown of Houston, right? So we're going to go through there. But before we keep the bus going, Priscilla, little sock monkey who we're making drive, so this is dangerous as hell.
Dangerous.
But she
might
want
a cocktail.
Fix you your little happy hour plate and sip. What would you like?
Okay, I think I'll have a glass of champagne.
Cool.
Oh, well, sounds good.
Yeah.
Would you like something to eat with that?
Well, let's see. Some strawberry ice cream would be good.
Ooh, strawberry ice cream and champagne. I like the way you
I
do
like that.
You're in the cold sticks. I mean, don't you have snow on the ground?
Yeah, but it sounds good.
Well, you know how some people make snow creams? You've probably heard of that, where they take snow and put, sugar and milk in it.
Yeah, we've done margaritas.
Oh, that's inspired. Well, I make snow creams with Baileys and snow.
Ooh. Oh, my gosh. With strawberries.
It's better than what it sounds like. It is greater than the sum of its parts.
Cool.
I think we need to come visit you. I know we tried last year, but we're still trying. We're getting there. It's difficult being on the road. You have to be here, do that. But we're gonna see you.
Yeah.
We are going to see you. It'll always happen. It just does what it does. And you know what? You're in a beautiful part of the world, and we're going to see you. But next, I'm going to bring moonshine too, so see what happens to your snow. Gotta have fire and ice. You know, gotta have fire and ice. All right, so now we're gonna head off to New Mexico. Do you want to stop by Houston, or you?
I would love to. We could pick up some Mexican food. That'd be great.
Cool.
Oh, good. All right, so we're going over to Silver City. So we're going south. We've now picked up the Mexican food. Can you all smell it? It sounds, my God.
Taquitos.
Listen,
guacamole.
I really miss good Mexican food. Seriously. And we're going to Silver City, New Mexico, an amazing art town, southwest New Mexico, so close to El Paso, close to Tucson, and that means we're going to chat with Victoria Chick. How are you doing, Victoria?
Hey, Lisa, I'm great, and I'm so glad to talk to you tonight and to be part of this event here. This is pretty special.
I heard that you've got snow. I mean, how are you and Mike hanging through all of that? I mean,
we had snow. It was pretty exciting. It was beautiful, and where we're looking out the window, we can still see snow in the mountains. It has melted at our house, though. So being at 6,300 feet didn't make it stick around. So it was almost 50 today. So the snow where we are is gone, but it's still chilly.
Yeah.
It went from
when you started talking about
50 here.
About drinks, my mind started wandering about the beverage of choice right now to keep warm. And
Priscilla's waiting. She's ready. She's ready to take your order.
Oh, okay. Well, Priscilla, I'm so glad to see you. On your tray, I want you to put a big mug of Irish coffee.
Ooh, yum.
With whipped cream on top.
Ooh.
What about marshmallows? Do people put marshmallows on cocoa and Irish coffee?
Not an Irish coffee.
No.
Okay.
In makes the whiskey get all funny.
Yeah, it doesn't work well.
Can tell I've never done this because I do not want to mess with the whiskey. You know, don't mess with it. Okay, so you're going to get a big Irish coffee. What would you like to eat?
Well, I wish you hadn't mentioned Mexican food now, because I get that pretty often. Let's see, what do I want to eat? I want something meaty with it, and a big hamburger spread with peanut butter with a big slice of raw onion on top of it.
Wow.
Did you? So we've had this conversation, right, about me and peanut butter hamburgers with pickles and bacon, right?
Yeah, we've had this conversation.
I had my first peanut butter burger in Ravenna, Ohio, and I thought it sounded so horrible. I thought I've got to try it, and it was really good.
No, to this day, I eat a lot of peanut butter and pickle sandwiches. So, pickles, there's a lot of sodium in them, so not always the best thing for you. But fermented food is good for you. So you could do sauerkraut or whatever, and you can make it your home style, so it's not commercial. But pickles and peanut butter are really good. But it was an Elvis burger that I had, and they put bananas too. I can't stand bananas, but Elvis burgers are a burger with bacon, peanut butter, pickles, and then they put the bananas. I fell in love with this burger, and then I realized, like, peanut butter and pickles, and no, I'm not pregnant, never have been, never will be, and it is really quite a delicacy. And so I'm so glad I'm not alone about the burgers with the peanut butter, but there is something delicious about that. So, and Priscilla is happy about that because she loves peanuts and peanut butter, and she does love bananas. So if you get a banana on there, I'm sorry. You need slices. That might happen.
Lisa, if I had asked for enchiladas, would Priscilla have given me rolled enchiladas, or would she give me flat enchiladas?
Your choice.
What do they do in Houston?
On them.
She would land on them. Okay. I never saw a flat enchilada till I moved here, but they're really good.
But Nancy, you're the enchilada person.
I know, but okay. I have never had in a restaurant, when I order enchiladas, I have never had anyone come back and say flat or rolled.
Yeah, I've seen them flat.
Well, I think this must be a New Mexico thing.
Wow, that's cool though.
Well, that is cool.
When they're flat, they kind of stack like pancakes are, and between them is whatever kind of sauce you want, and then you can get sour cream. And another thing they do in New Mexico is they always ask you, do you want an egg on top of that?
Oh no, I do not.
I've never been brave enough to have a fried egg on top of my enchiladas.
Oh, no. I love that.
I don't know.
No. See, I'm one of those chili killies. No, I would go for it.
No.
I would do it. 100%.
You would do it? An egg?
No. Yes.
Ew.
Listen, the egg goes on everything. It must be. I've got to have French in me somewhere because it does. It goes. Nancy makes. She'll reheat pizza and put egg on it. It's really good.
Well, yeah, that's good.
But we're going to move the party bus going. We've got fuel. We got a lot of fuel, and everyone. Victoria Chick, contemporary figurative artist. She's been on our show for years. You've known us for
since fall.
We're so young. But yeah, since San Diego days, right, Victoria?
Mm-hmm.
Since over 15 years, don't you? Because you got us to Silver City. We've known you more than 15 years, I think.
Oh yeah, because in Fallbrook we met.
Yeah, the Brandon Gallery.
Right.
And
well, we're going to San Diego next. Everyone, VictoriaChick.com. We're going to catch up with her in a little bit because she's got some news of what's going on with this amazing fine art museum that she is putting together with other helpers. It's really quite an amazing project. So we're going to go to San Diego, and we're going to welcome Margot Carerra, who's a fine art nature photographer, and you can get her art on shawls and beautiful scarves and prints for your wall. You can get the originals too. So you can go to CarreraFineArtGallery.com. She also has an Etsy store. But welcome back, Margot. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. I'm just happy to get on the bus. And,
you're on the bus?
Cool. I want to tell I want to tell Victoria that back in the days of black and white photography, I went out to New Mexico and to Abiquiu Ghost Ranch and did some photography out there and Taos, and I love that area.
Nice.
So you're in a good spot.
Yeah. Well, I know that, but even though I'm way down in the south part of New Mexico, the Taos area, of course, and the Santa Fe area are better known than Silver City. But we're working on that.
Yeah, that's what Victoria is doing, trying to make this museum happen.
Cool.
Silver City is like an old mining town. It's the gateway to the Gila National Forest, Gila National Monument, which is a cliff dwelling. It's an amazing. It's just.
Ooh, I think I went out there.
Margot, you must go.
It's so cool. Yeah.
Period.
You need to go out there.
I'll put you in the car and take you there.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I went to the cliff dwellings. They were amazing. It like brought me back in time. It made me feel like I was there when it was being inhabited.
Right.
It was very
eerie. No, I know. When you go to places like that, you do have that like woo, that feeling, But Margot, now you're in San Diego. I know you've traveled around a bit. You've up north for a while, but you're back home in San Diego where we first met you, and I think it was Encinitas and Carlsbad area back in the day. I think you were in the very first magazine that we put out. I think the first or second, right? So we've known you for 25 years, and we've done so much together. Even hosted Japanese students in our homes. Remember that? I have to bring that up.
I do.
Do you remember that? We all
Japanese
students. Yep, and we taught them English. Yep, that was a whole interesting experience.
That was fun.
It really was, just that cultural connection. But now, Margot, what would you like to eat and drink? Priscilla's waiting to take your order. She's got the enchiladas out already. Can you believe it?
Oh my gosh. I'll have a lychee martini.
Ooh.
Yeah,
wow.
I first had that on a ship going to Alaska. And
wow.
I don't drink many drinks, and I just had to order one every day. It was so good.
I haven't really seen lychee since I was a kid in South Africa because they grew on trees like all over our property. Lychees.
Oh, lucky you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I know. Yeah. They're such a lovely light fruit. They're light. You know what I mean? They're light in flavor and perfumey, but not over perfumey. And they're a delicate fruit, Nancy.
Delicate.
You're quite right. So what would you like to eat with your delicate martini?
Well, since I'm in San Diego, we'll go Mexican again.
Oh,
and
you're killing
it.
So good.
Let's see. How about carne asada burrito?
Ooh. Yeah.
That's
since I'm not eating meat, I'm on a plant-based diet.
I know you're doing really well. By the way, I owe you an email on that. But that's it. I can taste it. I can taste it. All right, we're getting back on the bus, and we're heading up to one of our favorite people on the planet. We even play Spontaneous, a song game with him every New Year's Eve, even if it's not the night of New Year's when we have to take care of animals when there's fireworks. But Steve-Schneickert is our Hollywood historian. You've heard his segments on shows over the years. We've known him for many years. He's a person we text every time we arrive in a destination or any time we get somewhere. Or sometimes we call him from a rest area going, it's snowing on us. Where? So welcome back, Steve. How are you?
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
Wow. Well, thank you, Mr. Hollywood. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Doing? You hanging
Excellent.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
Always.
Good. How's Miss Bella the pup?
She's doing fine. She's on the couch right now with her head propped up on some pillows.
Cool.
Okay, good. Because we got two cats that we want to talk to her somewhere in this conversation on the show. Priscilla sends you a big hug, and I want you to know You know Priscilla the Sock Monkey. Steve knows her. You remember Victoria? You have met Priscilla, and Mike, Victoria's husband, also met Flying Fabio.
Yes.
Do you remember that day, Victoria, with Flying Fabio going when Mike got a hold of
yes,
him? And he
I
went,
do.
Yeah.
I do.
Flying Fabio
I thought
no longer has a voice. he's still
well,
there.
I always wondered if there's going to be a big romance, but apparently that didn't work out.
When the bag has, we have a lot of babies.
Okay, somebody got together with Priscilla, and we have like 10 or 15 babies now. And,
yeah.
And some of them are dressed, and some of them are not, and it's ridiculous.
During COVID, we put her away, thinking she can't get anything, and then she popped out, and she has a whole bunch of babies. I don't know what we put her away. We put her away. She multiplied like little gremlins.
Been a very naughty
girl.
monkey.
But she's ready to take your orders, Steve. Please don't ask for water because she might multiply.
Yeah.
But, you know.
No, I'm going to
like?
be daring today. I'm going to go for some sparkling cider.
Ooh.
Nice. Nice.
Sparkling cider, and what would you like to eat?
Smoked salmon.
Oh.
Well, Priscilla, it's time for you to go to Oregon and Washington State. You are going to go there in a month, so you need to learn how to go fishing. Go, girl, go. Get out there. That sounds good. Well, aren't you healthy? That's a very healthy meal. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Listen, welcome everyone to the show. We're so happy that you're all here, and this is a toast to the arts. And Steve, we're going to play your Hollywood history segment on artists. Remember doing that? I mean, I don't even know how many years ago it was. It was a few years ago, maybe 2 or 3, 4, 5.
I think about 5. Yeah, 4 or 5.
Really? And I think it was actually a show that Victoria was on, and it's dedicated to artists in film. So I think this is very exciting that we're going to air that. But I heard that you have finished recording a radio play.
Cool.
Yes.
I didn't hear it. You told me.
Awesome.
And so did Craig Engen.
Cool.
Right.
So
I
tell us
want to hear it.
It will be released in April.
Awesome.
Of this year. Yeah, right now they're editing and putting the sound effects into it.
Awesome.
And this is the final of a series.
Yes, of the Nick Toole series. And it's called The Case of the Crimson Carbuncle.
I love it. I love it.
I love it. Funny.
And so Lizzie, over in, I was going to say Lizzie in Madison, Pennsylvania, Tennessee. I know, I'm just making up my own words here, but of the Madisons, I heard that there's new music on the horizon.
We're working on it in the studio now on a new album, still supporting our album About Tomorrow. And hopefully by next time we get together, I'll have some new songs to share with you.
Cool.
Of course, you know, we took a little break like everybody did when things got wally there, but we've managed to keep on trudging. We're at about 25 years. I understand you're at about 20 years yourself with your project. Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, thanks. Yeah, we're 25 with the magazine, I think 15 with the radio, 10 with the tour, but you're 25. So we're
Good
the
for
same
you.
age.
Congrats.
Aren't we looking great?
I know. It's like our projects could date or something, you know.
I know. I love this. So, but this is, when did you go, because I know you were in Houston and you're a studio musician and engineer, right, and you worked with ZZ Top, and I thought of you this past year, both of us, Nancy and I, as soon as we heard about Dusty, we're like, that had to hit home for you. I mean, we've lost so many people this last year. It's been a rough time, and in music.
Dusty was truly a unique individual and a great musician and just a really nice guy. He made people laugh. You couldn't be in the room with him 5 minutes and not just bust out laughing. He was he brought a lot of kindness and was always very kind to me. I always remembered that.
Nice.
you've worked with so many people, Placido Domingo. Placido, should I say it correctly? Did I ever tell you about our friend who worked with Domingo?
I don't think so.
So she was, Gemma worked, well, the two of us ran Hoot Night in Julian's, in Victoria and Margot, you know where Julian is, in San Diego.
Oh, yes.
So we used to play a gig up there. We used to do Hoot Night. We used to play gigs and everything. And and so we were performing, we were doing our thing, and this lady wanted to sing. And the drunk kind of, I'm the best singer kind of personality. And at the end of the night, she's the squat dancer, Yeah. She comes up, and she tells Gemma.
Goes from soprano to alto in
half
an hour.
It's one of those. And she comes up to Gemma and I need to sing. I sang with Domingo. And Gemma looked at her and said, you mean the guy at the gas station?
Yeah, that was so cool.
And that was it. She left the building. She left. We don't know anything more about her. It was just the coolest thing ever. She just was so, it was like New York walked into Mountain Town and expected the world to stop. And it just
bow down.
Didn't. It was fantastic. But I mean, you've played with so many people and performed with them. What's it like, when you think about now, and we've done so many interviews too this last year. Music has been, I think we've done more music interviews than ever. There's so much creative process in COVID. Did you reach out? Were you able to connect with other musicians during this whole thing, or did you and the Madisons just kind of keep close and do your own thing? I mean, what was that like?
Interesting. We as a band, we had to wait till we were fully vaccinated. So there was a good almost year that we were unable to rehearse live together, which right before pandemic, we were set to record our newest album, and everything had to get, put the pause on until things got better. During that time, I tried to stay busy with things like offering music lessons free of charge there was a lot of folks who needed help with their kids during the day. They were on these Zoom classes, etc. So I worked out a way to be able to work over Zoom or FaceTime and be able to give some lessons to some young people and adults. And
nice.
That was rewarding for me. I always learn stuff too when in a situation like that. So it's rewarding for me to be able to have the honor of, I can't say being in the room, but being in the presence of someone when they're becoming a musician. That's really powerful stuff.
Oh,
that's nice.
Is so amazing.
Awesome.
Because music heals, too. I mean, when you were so frustrated, when you're boxed in, the one thing that frees you, there's books, there's art and music. I mean, the arts really help us on everything, and music is
I had a greater opportunity to be able to listen to music during the pandemic, which was something that I didn't always have as much time to do. I listened to music, but when you're working on music, your brain gets kind of full. You only have so much bandwidth for that kind of stuff. And I spent more time listening to music, which I think made me a better musician, but it also made me a better listener, which was important.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder about that.
Totally.
When you create, when you someone writes a book, do they read other people's books or put them away? When you're writing an album, do you stay away from music that could influence the album? You know what I mean? Because there's influences, no matter what. And you're always, you've heard something, you're going to carry it through.
Music. I get so influenced by music. It could be something on a TV commercial or anything. I mean, my brain is sort of doesn't care what I might want to listen to. It has certain things on repeat,
Well, that's it. Blue Sky Day, as soon as I hear that, it doesn't leave me for about 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
It doesn't, that song specifically, just kind of, as soon as I hear it, it's like a cue for me to sit down, calm down, and that's it. I need to listen to it in the morning every day because that will calm me, and it just is a centering song. And once you hear something like that, and then you get sucked in. There are albums when we do mountain passes, which I'm not good at. I'm scared of heights, but I'll do it. There are albums, and it's really because I can't change the album out. But then it's like they become, like, you'll hear the album in a way that you've never heard because you're scared to death. And you're on this mountain pass for hours. Thank you, Colorado. And you are just white-knuckling it all the way, like 15,000 feet up, going, hey, thank God for music.
I'm on the edge. You know, you're on the inside by the mountain.
Yeah.
I'm the one hanging over the cliff. I'm like, dude, you
don't
want to
cough
pull it in
the
a bit?
car. Don't cough. Nobody should cough. Don't cough. We're going down, you know. But music has saved me. But I want to go over to
music
Victoria.
Music is a powerful thing.
Yeah,
it is. It's
all powerful.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything. The arts are. I mean, toast to the arts, everyone. We're going to get to our toast in a second. Victoria, I wanted to check in with you over in Silver City because you're working on this project. I know you've got a lot of people working with you. The Southwest Regional Museum of Art and Art Center. So this is the Art Center on the other part of this too. So I know you taught art and art therapy too. So this kind of goes with the whole thing we're talking about with music and how art heals and does. But I remember you saying, "Oh, we need a fine art museum in Silver City. It's an art community. It needs a museum." And now it just seems a little bit bigger than what you initially talked about.
This is awesome.
Well, I tell you, it grew so fast, it's out of hand. But no, not really. But it's gone really quickly, and we're in a position now where our town has become our fiscal agent, and that gives us the opportunity to request capital outlay from the state. So we have done that, and we will find out. And it has to go before the legislature. And we're asking for $500,000 to purchase the building and renovate it to be the core of the museum. So anyway, cool. It's really exciting to think that we started this, and we already have about 1,250 pieces of art. That have been given. People have collections, and then they get old, like I'm getting old, and all the art that I've collected and the art that other people have collected, maybe their families don't want it or they don't have any kids, and so they are donating. They're gifting it to us to use as we want to use it. Some of the work is really significant from a national standpoint and historical standpoint. Some of the other work is maybe not quite as significant, but that work will probably auction off and use that money from the auction to buy more significant work. So anyway, we've got a lot going. The Art Center is going to be an art-making aspect of the museum. So we're going to have classes, for all age groups. And we're also going to offer kind of like art vacations, so that people can come, maybe for a week from out of state, some other place, and work on whatever it is they would like to work on.
Nice. Wow.
So it's there's a lot of stuff that's going on. In fact, we're talking about starting before we have the museum all nailed down as a physical entity. We're going to start having art movies, film series. At the local theater, remember the Silco Theater that's downtown. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be working with them to get people to start thinking about about how art is in their lives, and how artists have been how the art expresses the things that go on in their lives.
Oh, I love that.
Nice.
And you have also, Silver City's got almost, 20 galleries and a gazillion studios, and every October, every spring, there's events, the Art Studio Walk, the tour, studio tour.
There's the Clay Festival.
The Clay Festival.
Yeah. When you think of our population is less than 10,000 people, and 20 art galleries. That's a lot of art galleries. And we get a lot of visitors coming. We are, you talked about the Gila National Forest being one really significant reason why people come here. But art is another reason. And so we are like Santa Fe was maybe 50 years ago. So it's a fun place. There's always something going on, and music too. I mean, there's always music going on.
The Blues Festival. You have the largest free blues festival west of the Mississippi, I think. That happens every Memorial weekend. I mean, you've got the Membres Arts. I mean, the art, the public art, everything. You go into Silver City, and it's art and nature and history. Those three things go hand in hand. In fact, even today, I was listening to. I got to trip out and listen to Steve's Hollywood-History segments and go back in the past and all the segments. And one of them was Billy the Kid from when we were in Silver City. And I was thinking about it.
That was my second one.
Yes, Billy the Kid.
That was the second one I did.
And last year, I mean, we got to see Victoria again. We went to Silver City again, and outside the visitor center, which is solar powered, by the way. It's very cool. Victoria knows about solar power. It's really cool because Silver City also works with the environment. Something we're going to talk about with Margot in a second. But the Billy the Kid, they have a replica of where he lived. In Silver City, apparently he lived there for a little bit and went off and did his thing. But we finally got to go to his gravesite last year, and was also
that was in Lincoln County, right? Yeah. His gravesite.
Down south. We were down south. It was a different, we traveled across the country 4 times last year because we were bored. It's a Love Your Parks tour. But we're up to over 500 parks, and we have to our map, our Love Your Parks tour map is so outdated because it actually cannot handle that many. So we have to divide everything into states and all of that. But we ended up at Billy the Kid's gravesite, and people keep stealing his gravesite. His grave is doomed. And it's not just him, it's his side partners.
Yes.
It's crazy. It's out by Fort Sumter. Sumter?
No, wait a second. Because his gravesite is over. It's in New Mexico, but it's over by Lincoln County.
Yeah, that's where we were.
His mother is buried. Because his mother was buried here in Silver City.
Oh, well, that's cool.
I didn't know that. Well, we need to go on a graveyard hop next time we see you. I love graveyards.
People keep trying to steal things from his gravesite, which, I mean, talk about bad juju.
They've caged him. They've totally caged him.
So they had
off.
to put a chain link fence around it to keep people. Yeah,
that's
just
crazy. Weird. It's weird.
Is weird.
It's weird. But anyway, Silver City's got a lot going on. Nature, art, and history. You can't beat that. I want to go over to Margot because, Margot, you're an amazing photographer, but you're also doing art. And I've been watching you paint. So did you paint before? Or is this like new? Or
this is a COVID thing.
COVID and creativity. It's the C word. It's creativity.
Yeah, in the beginning of COVID, they even shut down our parks, and we couldn't even go to the parks until we all complained. And we said, well, we need to get outdoors. We need to get in an open space. Why are you keeping us from there?
Yeah.
But so they finally let us out. But when I couldn't go out and take photographs and move around, I said, well, I'm going to teach myself how to paint. And so I went online, and there's a lot of YouTube videos that teach beginners how to paint, and I chose watercolors, and I was off and running. So
awesome. And we love it.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
I have fun with it. Yeah.
I think watercolors have to be hard.
I think that's really cool, Margot.
Yeah.
Because I mean, your eye is already trained as a photographer.
Right.
So I bet you your composition is almost inherent in you, and so all you need to do is work with the mechanical aspects of the painting. I think that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And if I run out of material, I can just copy my photography.
Yeah. Right?
And paint a picture. Yeah. So I've got a lot of material, and I'm learning. But
cool.
And then we just had a new grandbaby come into our family, born on my birthday.
Oh,
and
that's
yes, young Daniel. Yeah. And so I find myself painting a lot of child material, like animals and things that children would enjoy looking at.
Book illustrations coming from you.
Yeah.
I do. Absolutely.
Actually, somebody bought a piece of art that I did. It's quite unusual. It's an elephant, and its ears look like a monarch butterfly instead of elephant ears. And she bought it because she thought she could write a story about it, and so it might become a children's book. I don't know.
Well, that's
cool.
amazing because on your website and on your Etsy store, you have a thing where people can download your art, your photography, your art. Like they pay a fee, like it's different than stock photography, but it is kind of in a way where people can use. They don't own it unless they want to pay the licensing, right? But they're able to use it for projects that they want to do, right?
Right. I started doing that and noticing that people were utilizing it a lot, and I realized, well, this is COVID. They're stuck at home, and they might want to be more creative and print their own art out, or they may be not have as much income coming in as they used to, and they may want to find a way to put art on the wall that's not as expensive as if you had a printer print it and a framer frame it.
Well, people have those digital things. They have those digital frames where they put photos in.
True.
And on their wall, and they're looking at different images, too. Nancy and I were talking about that the other day. I mean, we see the inside of homes across America as we pet sit across the country, and it's neat because you see how people do love art. And we're like, thank God. Because you wonder sometimes if you listen to regular radio and just all those commercial stuff, right? And so when you're in this immersive experience, you start to see that people truly love art in whatever form, whether you like it or not. That's got nothing to do with it. It's about that people do. And people do have these, they'll have like an entire TV screen that just changes with images. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So I think I wonder about that.
Yeah, and I have it also for people who can put it on their Zoom, behind them. I have one that sells out almost all the time. I keep having to renew it because it's clouds. It's just clouds from the sky, and people are using it for the background of their Zoom, and for their Zoom calls, and and I decided I'm going to do more of that on my Etsy store. So that's kind of what's coming ahead for my Etsy store, and my scarves are still.
Your scarves are awesome.
They're beautiful.
Thank you. They're going to be showcased in Napa at Jessel Gallery. They're having a mustard festival, which they have every year because of all the mustard that grows in the vineyards. And so I made a scarf in honor of that, of the mustard fields, and so they're going to sponsor that. So it's my art's coming along, and it's been interesting trying to find ways to get it out during COVID, when there's no shows or
But
the galleries are open.
Off-Track Gallery in Encinitas, and the Off-Track Gallery is like that's been a fixture. I mean, I remember that from day one. I mean, since we were there. I mean, that's
it was in the coffee shop at first.
Yeah,
it was
a
little. was a little room off of a coffee shop,
Mhm.
and you walk downstairs from where you got coffee, and there was art on the walls, and it was all the San Diego artists.
Yeah.
And they got too big, so they moved to what we call the lumber yard, and they now have their own gallery. And
I remember
that's
that.
been there quite a while. Mhm.
I remember
and so I show there too.
Meetings there.
Mhm.
The downtown Encinitas Main Street Association,
Yes.
Downtown Encinitas Main Street Association meetings. When we first opened the magazine, at that point, I think we were still doing market research of what we were doing. And I remember one lady told us, we don't need any more magazines. Ha! Sorry. As soon as we heard that, we just said, that's it, we're doing it. And it was from it was a contact I made there. But I remember having to do those meetings. And we are too. Hey, we're still here. I remember going to those meetings and being like, I was, 20? Not even 20. I was 21. Shaking because I'd have to stand up and say my name and say who we were.
Oh, my gosh.
And I was so scared, shaking, sweaty palms. It would take me hours to get to these meetings because I was so scared and nervous to stand up in a group of people. Seriously, I know you guys all know me, but it's true. I am an introvert. It just doesn't sound like it.
Oh, right.
I was scared
You've
to death.
overcome that. You're not that anymore.
Nancy was just like,
not
go
an
out
introvert.
there. Well, and then we had our band that played for a lot of the Main Street festivals in Encinitas. And we had to stop the band because they didn't understand, you have to behave. And I could do the band, I could sing, but I couldn't talk to the people. Anyway, something happened, apparently. But anyhow, you know what? It is time for some happy hour toast. Are you guys ready? Oh, wait. This is important. We have a breakthrough, ladies and gentlemen. This is important. Apparently, we have party crashers. Just in time for the happy hour.
We're here to crash
toast.
the party with some important news.
Yeah,
you do. Sounds like you've got a moose with you.
Cool. A moose.
I love
You've got important news. Apparently, so Steve and Karen, Mr. and Mrs. Wild, are proving that they're Mr. and Mrs. Wild and crashing happy hour shows. They are the innkeepers and owners of the Lion-and-Rosoe-Bed-Breakfast in Asheville, North Carolina. And apparently they wanted to crash our party. And why is this? But welcome.
Well, we have important news. Did you know what tomorrow is?
Sausage Day.
Tomorrow is what? I'm
Sausage Day.
I'm sorry. I think everybody needs to sing this. On the count of 1, 2, 3. Sausage Day. Lizzie, you got to help us here. Get us all in group here. Tomorrow is Sausage Day. Can you get us all to sing it in one time?
And a 1, 2, 3, and
Sausage Day.
This is. We got Carol chanting too.
My dogs are staring at me now.
Sausage Day.
I bet. It's like ringing the bell for dog time. They're like, sausage? Where's the sausage?
So cute.
But this is a very important thing because over at the Lion and the Rose, when it's Sausage Day, the dogs know they get sausage and they get the leftovers. Do you sing Bacon Day, or is it just Sausage Day?
Bacon Day too.
Oh, yep, Bacon Day too. Yep.
Oh,
that was a few days ago.
I want Bacon Day.
I know Nancy likes Bacon Day too.
Yeah.
Well, So Nancy and I ran, I know you guys may have heard this show a couple days ago and another few days ago. We ran the B&B, but we didn't really run it. You guys ran the bookings. We just cleaned rooms and made food and welcomed guests and talked to them. But we're not running it. We're not the owners. But we played in-sitting for 3 nights. And we got to play Sausage Day, and Steve even recorded Sausage Day on the phone and sent it to us as Nancy's playing Sausage. Here's a recording of Sausage Day, and tomorrow happens to be Sausage Day. So, okay, so everyone, this is very important. Sausage Day, what are you going to do with it? So, Lizzie, I'm going to you. Do you eat sausage? Sounds so weird.
Wow. That sounds like a personal question.
Yes, you could say that I am a sausage lover.
So this took a twist.
I know. So what is your favorite type of sausage and how? Like, what do you? I mean, not how, but like what would you like with sausage? Being part of it.
It's a toss-up between like a good chorizo
or... She likes it spicy.
I do like it spicy. I also love a good Italian sausage, not too much sweet, kind of the spicy one.
See, she's...
Nice little pasta.
She likes it spicy.
So I like more than one sausage, I'm just saying.
No, she's almost getting into
equal opportunity sausage lover.
I'm not touching that one.
Okay, so I want to go, Margot. I know that you're trying to not do as much meat, but like sausage, like what would you do if you're going to say, okay, I'm going to have one more sausage meal? What would it be?
Okay, well, we actually did for Christmas Eve. My daughter-in-law is from Germany, so we wanted to make her feel at home. And they have hot dogs on Christmas Eve at midnight.
Oh, wow.
And,
no way.
Yeah. And so we made hot dogs and we served them in pretzel buns.
So cool.
I love the pretzel buns.
Good.
Listen, those pretzel buns are, you know, as we travel and we do these long trips, pretzel buns are the best buns for sandwiches, period.
Yeah.
End of story. They are the best. Pretzel buns,
they don't disintegrate.
No, and they've got that nice little crusty crust. Ooh, and did you have mustard?
Yes, we had
the mustard.
We had several kinds of mustard.
Ooh, yum.
We had sauerkraut. We had
you
pickle
really
relish.
went German.
Yes, and then we had German potato salad.
Oh, wow.
It was a great meal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm coming to your
here.
house.
Yeah.
I think Steve, he's got the German last name here.
Christmas Eve.
Steve, would that go well with you?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
what's your favorite
Especially
way
that German potato salad. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the potato salad.
Has bacon in it.
Nancy just wants to put bacon. Nancy, are you going to stuff your sausage with bacon?
Oh yeah, why not? Or wrap it. Wrap it.
There you go, wrap it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wrap bacon kielbasa.
I mean, yeah, really, wrapped bacon sausage sounds really good. Try and
with
make
cheese.
that.
With cheese. With cheese and a jalapeno.
No, I don't care about it. Yeah.
I do. I like a little spice.
Mushroom.
Steve, what is your sausage thing?
What?
I enjoy a good Italian sausage and jalapenos on pizza.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Pizza's good.
I'm with you. So, Victoria, what's going on with your sausage part?
What you want to eat? Let me tell you.
I don't know how to ask people about how they want to eat their sausage. No matter how it sounds, it just does not come out right.
I grew up in a German neighborhood in Minnesota, and so I'm going to go for bratwurst. Even if it's summertime, I'm going to grill them outside. But in the wintertime, when it's too snowy, I'm going to boil them in beer.
Ooh.
And I never had one on pretzel bun because they're usually kind of pretty big. But that sounds really good.
That sounds good.
Plenty of mustard, maybe some sauerkraut, So, but Steve, when you mentioned Italian stuff, my mind flashed for a second on Italian sausage with a lot of fennel in it, fennel seed.
Yes.
And that is pretty good.
That's different.
Yeah. Isn't that linguista?
Linguista, that's a pasta.
Yeah, they do. Oh, that's Portuguese sausage. Yeah, that's what they make in Central California. Langosta. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but it tastes good. You know, but it's fun.
A nice linguista sandwich is really good.
Yeah, everybody wants a linguista sandwich. Now,
I can't say anything right now. It's not going to be nice.
Mr. Wild, the other Steve, Victoria brought up beer, does beer. And when you check into the inn, guests get a glass of beer when they check in. And they get them on Sundays with a beer mosa. When we in-sit, we let everybody have beer mosas at breakfast. I'm just saying we'll be there in August. So just know. Just know we break the rules a little bit. Yeah, just saying. You need to double up on the beer because I got so scared that Nancy and I never even tasted the beer that last time because we were like, uh-oh, Lisa screwed up. She's giving the beer away. Don't lose the beer. But, Steve, what would you cook sausage and beer? I mean, you are the head chef of the inn, so what would you do that? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try. It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, and then use flat beer. Yeah, it's something used with your stale beer.
Yeah, my dad used to do that. Yeah.
Who has stale beer? Listen, I'm one of those people that if I go to sleep with a beer, I will wake up and drink it. I'm just saying. Just saying. I've never done that. I've never done that before, but I'm just saying I have.
Say it, you know. That's not happening.
I love beer. You cannot let any of it go to waste.
My dad is very German, and he always he either soaked the sausage in the beer or he cooked it in the beer. But he didn't do sausage without beer. You just did not.
Well, so I'm going to say my sausage is in South Africa. It's called boerewors.
Yeah,
and
boerewors is great.
It's fatty. It's really fatty. I mean, if you look at most, the people, I got the South African belly. It's beer and wors. And they will also say pop and wors. Pop is really pop, which is like grits. So you get your big grits and sausage. You don't just get a piece of wors. It's a coil that lands on your plate, or a partial coil. And it's like,
really
and then you get potjiekos, which is like a kind of what I'm cooking right now in a big. I love crock pots. It's like a big stew, beans, and they'll have frankenfurters in there too, which we've now called frankenfarters. I'm just saying. Sorry, I can't help my childish humor.
Lisa, did Google teach you that?
Yes, Google. We've now taught Google how to. Well, we've asked if anybody has Google or Alexa, just go and say, Google, hey Google, what does a fart sound like? Anyway,
it's so funny.
We'll find out. Oh no, she just did it! Oh my gosh! Wait! It just did it right next to me. It did it. Hold on. Hey Google, what does a fart sound like?
This is
Oh, that didn't work. Hold on, try again. Hey Google, what does a fart sound
difficulties?
Like?
This is a fart.
See, I can just do it.
Seriously?
I know.
Big Blend Radio.
Too much beer and sausage. It's a good combination for that.
True.
I like it because if you do kind of slip one, you can say, I didn't do it. Google did it.
Google did
it. It was a great googly moogly. Anyway,
that's right.
So I want to, Karen, how are you preparing your sausage? I don't know how to say this correctly.
I would say my way would be Polish sausage with sauerkraut.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Steve, what are you doing? Steve from the Lion-and-Rosoe, Steve. What I know you you cook it. So what would you do for Sausage Day?
Well,
What is happening? You have to do something on Sausage Day. You can't ignore Sausage Day.
Well, he sings.
Yeah.
He sings.
Well, I'll sing. Yeah, singing the dogs first, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can cook up. I like sometimes taking the breakfast sausage and I'll cook them in bacon grease, and that makes them come out pretty good.
That's
why I love
there.
this dude. Okay, so you have to sing Sausage Day for us, please.
Again. Okay.
Yeah.
One more time?
Wait, Nancy.
Yeah.
Wait, Nancy. We don't know your sausage. What do you want? And yours? What is your sausage
I'm down with
preference?
the bacon wrapped sausage, man. It's good stuff.
Okay, so we're gonna have so Lizzie, lead us in, and then we're gonna play Happy Hour Toast. Lizzie, please lead us into Sausage Day once again.
1, 2, 3, and
Sausage Day.
Awesome.
Excellent.
All right, so Happy Hour is important, and we've got Steve's Hollywood History. We've got some more music coming up, but let's go around. It's Happy Hour room. I think it's really funny that you guys called in and crashed the party right at, Happy Hour Toast. You've been around the block on this. But this is the thing. We've got to be happy about stuff. People are looking like this year sucks. I think it's pretty darn cool. The sunshine today. I'm pretty damn happy. So let's talk about being happy about something. And,
sausage.
I'm not even going to do about who you're going to go have happy hour with. Let's just be happy about one thing, and that's that. So, Lizzie, let's start with you. What are you happy about and toasting to for the future of 2022?
I am happy about a future that includes health and being able to hug people again and continue to deepen friendships. That's, I think, my most important thing for 2022. I lost people over the last couple of years, which made me sad, but it also reminded me that I have to tend to and be grateful for the friendships that I have moving forward.
Well,
awesome.
Very true. Mm-hmm. Cheers.
Cool.
So,
cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
By the way, Steve and Karen, Priscilla says, would you like something? You're a little late on the bus, but you're in Asheville, but she detoured. She'd like to serve you whatever you want. Karen, what would you like to eat and drink?
I will take some barbecue and beer.
Oh, she just came from Nashville. Can't you tell? Party girl.
I had plenty of hot chicken, so now I need my barbecue back.
Oh, that's it. They were more about chicken. Isn't it like chicken with white sauce over there? It's like the
hot chicken.
Hot chicken.
Nashville hot
chicken
red
for
hot
you.
Chicken.
Yep, it'll bring you a new one.
Check out the chicken. All right, it's a whole new thing. A whole new day's coming up from this. Steve, what would you like?
Just in time for the sausage.
Oh, but wait, Karen, you didn't say what to drink. Karen didn't put her drink order.
Beer.
That's
I said beer.
Beer.
She said beer. Yeah.
Just a
sour
beer.
That is my choice. Yep.
Sour
beer.
All right. She's working.
Give me a double with onions.
A double. What's that? What's that
a
supposed to mean?
double?
In-N-Out burger.
In-N-Out burger.
Oh, we got San Diego.
I knew what
people.
you meant, Steve.
Okay.
Oh, California.
I didn't think that would go over everybody's head.
From one Steve to the other.
You can tell how often we go to In-N-Out.
Yeah. I know about In-N-Out. But
sorry.
Steve, what would you like to drink?
I'll just take a chocolate milkshake with that.
Oh. From Brewmaster to chocolate shakes. Hey,
throw a shot of whiskey in there.
You know what? I love a good milkshake, a real milkshake, not the fake milkshake. A good milkshake is always good. All right, so back to the toast of the day. So, Margot, what are you toasting to?
Okay, well, I'm toasting to every day that I get up in the morning, and that every day is a new day, and taking advantage of that new day, being creative, and enjoying family and friends and getting together with people hopefully soon.
Yeah.
It's one of the things I miss the most is just togetherness. But this is great. Having a party online, I enjoy this too. So more of this.
Cool. Yeah, we got to do what we can. We all got to get together, and cheers to you, Margot. Yep. I can't wait.
Cheers.
Margot has a new Nature Connection series with us every, let me look it up. It's every fourth Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. I know it's a Wednesday because, it's Wild Wednesday. And it's not, actually. It's every fourth Friday. See?
It's okay.
Anyway,
January 28th
we just
is the
decided.
first.
Yeah, it's January 28th is the first one, and we already have a first guest. It's about Be Scared, Richard Faith, and he has author and also the Mother Earth Nature Festival. So it's very cool. We're getting started. Victoria is also got a new series with us, and Victoria will be on talking about art history like she normally does. She'll be talking about art because sometimes she comes on and talks about techniques, and sometimes she comes on and talks about Silver City, and this is also a way for us to keep up with what's going on with this Southwest Regional Museum of Art and Art Center that she's creating out in Silver City, New Mexico, which is so freaking awesome. So we're going to be talking with her every third Saturday starting in February. So, Victoria, what are you toasting to?
Well, I'm toasting to continuing to live in this place that we wound up in here in the Silver City area because it's the best place I've ever lived. I love cool. it. I love the people, and I love being able to keep up with all the people I've known in my life. And old friends are important, and it's really great to be able to keep up with them, just like us keeping up with you guys. So I toast that definitely, and just being able to do things on a daily basis. I mean, that I enjoy. I mean, I've got the freedom to do a lot of things that I like without a lot of restriction, and that is really important to me. Yeah. So, and I hope everybody else gets to do what they want to do.
I want to say this about you, Victoria. One thing that I remember in the beginning of our tour. I mean, we started the tour in 2012, but we weren't like on the road 100%, and then we started on the road 100% in 2013 when our cats passed away, and I remember the 8 Keys of Excellence. And we're still continuing that as we travel the country and doing those stories. Things have definitely changed as we've been traveling, right? And I remember doing a video with you about, one of the 8 keys, and the first key of excellence. And Bobby DePorte will be on the show, by the way, everyone, January 24th, who started that, and it's a nonprofit. Go to 8keys.org. It's really awesome. And it's based for kids, but we really realized as we were traveling that people need to adopt this back into their business practices. And I think we probably learned that more during COVID to get real. And the first key of excellence is integrity. And you did the shortest video to this date. And shortest thing about integrity, you're just like, art is integrity, and if you don't have integrity, you don't have art, or something very like, boom, that's it. And I think that's what's so beautiful about you is you've always this is this, period. Like, this is, if as an artist, you stand for what you put out there, and I think that's really hard. I even know it from just even with what we do as independent publishers, magazines. I know it even music, and you're independent, and once you make that declaration that I'm independent business, Steve and Karen know it from being innkeepers. Margot, I know you know. Lizzie, music. Once you sign that thing of independence, it's like, get your boots on. But it feels better.
And you're true to yourself, and I can, all of us on this program do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's not everybody is as blessed as we are to not have to have somebody necessarily over us. We have creative independence.
So true.
That is very huge.
You know, I think people have creativity. It's whether or not they're brave enough to tap into it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
if you're brave enough to tap into
people.
it, then you're strong enough to go out there and do it and break rules. I like breaking rules.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's far better. It's far better. And listen, you can't. You have to. If you're going to run a business, you have to break the rules. Because you can't if you don't. So
like serving too many beer mimosas.
What?
I'm
sorry, but you were gone. But the dogs and cats were happy. The guests were happy. Everyone was happy. But you know, once I started with one person, then I was like, oh, they're staying the whole week. You can't not let the other people have. I'm like, you so screwed up, Lisa. I told you. I mean, I'm like, I'm sorry. But then I was like, well, the innkeepers aren't here. You know, but I'm like, I want to taste the beer. Like, that's the first thing when we see you guys, I want to taste the beer.
She got people. She got people all warm and friendly, so my cooking would be okay. And I remember when I stood in the kitchen, I was like, what did I do? Why am I doing this? And I felt, this is so weird. I felt like Lucy Ricardo. Suddenly I felt like, I
could just
and I had
that,
to close
though.
the doors. Because you got to think this is a historic Victorian, you know, this is a mansion. And Nancy's kitchen, it's a small kitchen because that's what it was back in the day. And it's so close to the dining room, and everyone comes down at the same time. At the same time, and Nancy going, what the? And I'm like, close the doors. Hi, everybody. How's your morning? You know, but it worked out. It was so cool. It was one of the best experiences. Truly,
it was so much fun.
I really encourage, and anyone is in the travel writing world needs to do this experience. You need to get on the ground and do it and understand it. And travelers, it made me look about how travelers are, and you have the best guests. Like, can I just say thank you, guests, for being so awesome?
Yeah, they were very.
I agree with you that we're very lucky that way.
Yeah, you have the best people, and I think you're very real. You run a very real, cozy, nice place, you know, where people just feel relaxed and good. But we're going to keep going with this toast here. So Steve-Schneickert, Mr. Hollywood historian, what is your toast?
My toast is to my dog Bella, who has been my constant throughout this whole thing. And when I look at her, I smile. And part of the toast, too, to you, Lisa and Nancy, who bring me unexpected laughter.
It's all the time, isn't it? From a rest area or, hey, we're calling you because there's two dogs humping and they won't stop.
What do we do?
No, seriously, he gets the weirdest of phone calls. He does, and it's just because we have a very weird and warped sense of humor, and it's funny because it is funny. Sorry, I know that's not, you know, but it's true. Dogs do it, you know. Speaking of dogs, but anyway,
they're way, you know, dogs humping are way funnier than cats humping.
Well, toast to you, Steve, for putting us up, but dealing with us for like how many years? Not putting us up, but putting up with us, you know. Yeah,
10
really. 10 years?
Yeah.
10 years. Wow.
Yeah.
We've been through a lot
fast.
together. And we did actually finally get to meet you in person. And it was like...
For 12 hours.
We meet people online. They've been part of our lives for years. And then suddenly you meet them. And we met Steve last year. And it was like... It was just like... We just went on as
we
normal.
already know you. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was really interesting to have that experience, and then we left at 3 a.m. You know, but because we had to move on. You know, it wasn't anything rude, but it was like, sorry, we're here. We arrived late or whatever time we did, and off we go. But you were very wonderful, and it was wonderful to meet Bella. Bella's a
she's
pitbull.
a beautiful dog.
And we went
she
walking
you
in
guys.
the park.
Yeah.
And Bella is the sweetest pit bull, and people have a stigma against pit bulls. And I want to say,
they're beautiful dogs.
They are amazing. This was America's first family dog. It was the national dog of the country. So people who raise them the wrong way and, train them the wrrong way, it's not the dog's fault.
It's the person. Yeah.
It's the person.
Right.
It's always the people.
Yeah.
Bella's a beautiful girl.
She's a sweetie pie.
Steve and Karen, since you crashed the party, Karen, what are you toasting to?
Well, I guess I will say to new friends, old friends, making new connections, reconnecting, and just being togetherness. I like that word of whoever said that. That's perfect.
And you wore a cowboy hat. Toast to that. She was like, I went from Asheville to Nashville. I'll put on my hat. That's good. I like that.
When in Rome.
When in Rome. I love it. But I saw pictures of women in scad attire, like just tiny little dresses running out of bars in Nashville the other night from all the snow and running through the snow, and I thought that was pretty funny. But But Steve, what are you toasting to, Mr. Wild?
I'm toasting to getting off of the road for 5.5 hours, coming back from Nashville.
Oh, come on. Was it that bad? Oh.
Yeah, it's always bad. People just don't know what they're doing. So many trucks on the road. It's crazy.
We've had a very lucky time during COVID when people weren't traveling, that Nancy and I got to travel the country and do it with barely people other than truckers. And truckers are your friends most of the time. And now it really sucks. So I just want to say people have forgotten how to drive, But we want to thank you all for joining us on today's special Toast of the Arts Happy Hour show. We're going to close with some Hollywood history from Steve, dedicated to artists, because, hey, we've got all these amazing artists on our show. And then we're going to close with a song from from the latest album.
Sausage Day?
Well, no, we don't have. We're not going to close. We can do another Sausage Day, but I'm going to close with Dove, which is a song from the latest album by the Madisons, About Tomorrow. And Dove is a beautiful song and touching, and I think it goes well, Lizzie. Wouldn't you say, with everything we've talked about living?
Thank you, Lisa. Yes, I think with the toast that everyone had to offer this evening, that's appropriate, and it's been really nice joining you today. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Everyone, Lizzie-Harah from the Madisons. Keep up with them at madisonsmusic.com. So it's madisonsmusic.com. Artist Victoria Chick will be chatting soon. Victoria, we're going to start off your series soon. Victoria Chick is the website, so thank you for joining us. And also, we're going to keep up with Margot at CarreraFineArtGallery.com is the place. And Etsy, right, Margot?
Yes, Etsy.
Awesome. Good. Awesome. And Steve-Schneickert, you can find him on BlendRadioandTV.com. Just type in Hollywood and you'll find him there. Thank you, Steve.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. And Steve and Karen.
Sausage Day.
It's Sausage
Day. Sausage Day.
Sausage Day.
Thank you for joining us. Everyone, keep up with Steve and Karen. Go to Lion-Rose.com. If you go to Asheville, North Carolina, which you should, I mean, talk about arts, right? You guys have the arts rolling. Yeah. Amazing. It's an amazing destination, so check it out there. Go stay with Steve and Karen and, ask for the beer mosa.
And the sausage.
And do it not on a Sunday, so that everybody else at the table wants it every day of the week. So thank you all for joining us. Here it is. We're going to play Steve's Hollywood History segment about artists, and then we're going to close it off with Dove. Thank you all.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
While it is debatable whether a film can ever truly convey an artist's creative process, there have been many great movies made about artists who paint. Here are 5 critically acclaimed biopics about famous painters. 2002's Frida is a passionate and visually striking biopic of surrealist Mexican painter Frida Kahlo. This Julie Taymor-directed biopic depicts Frida's upbringing in Mexico City, her tumultuous marriage to fellow artist Diego Rivera, and her ultimate recognition as a prominent artist. Salma Hayek stars as Frida, while Alfred Molina plays Diego Rivera. Hayek's portrayal of Frida garnered her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress in a Leading Role. The film went on to win 2 Oscars for Best Music, Original Score, and Best Makeup. The year 2000 brought to film viewers Pollock. Ed Harris directs and stars in this biopic about famed abstract expressionist painter Jackson Pollock. The film depicts Pollock's lifelong struggle with alcoholism, his turbulent marriage to fellow painter Lee Grasner, and his tragic death at age 44 in an automobile accident in 1956. Pollock received mostly positive reviews by critics and earned Marcia Gay Harden a Supporting Actress Oscar for her portrayal of Lee Krasner. Harris received an Oscar nomination for Best Actor in Leading Role. Partly based on a biographical novel of the same name by Irving Stone, The Agony and the Ecstasy depicts the contentious relationship between Michelangelo and Pope Julius II as the renowned Renaissance artist painted the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Michelangelo is played by Charlton Heston, while Pope Julius II is played by Rex Harrison. Although the film was considered a commercial failure at the time of its 1965 release, it was acclaimed by critics and garnered 5 Academy Award nominations. Mr. Turner is a biographical drama film about the life of J.M.W. Turner, who is widely considered one of Great Britain's greatest painters, directed by Mike Leigh and starring Timothy Spall in the title role. This film has gained critical acclaim and awards at various film festivals around the world. Mr. Turner premiered at the 2014 Cannes Film Festival, where it secured multiple honors, including a Best Actor award for Spall. Lust for Life was based on actual correspondence between Vincent van Gogh and his brother Theo. Vincent Minnelli directed this 1956 biopic about Vincent van Gogh that focuses, and I reiterate, on the renowned painter's relationship with his art dealer brother Theo. Kirk Douglas stars as the tormented artist, giving one of his finest performances. Lust for Life was well received, earning the film 3 Academy Award nominations, including a Best Actor nomination for Douglas. Anthony Quinn won the Supporting Actor Oscar for his minor role as fellow artist Paul Gauguin. It was brought to my attention recently that there was the possibility that Van Gogh did not cut off his ear. Paul Gauguin may have bit it off during a rumored lover's quarrel. Food for thought, or not. I am Steve Schneickert, and this is Hollywood History as I recall it.
That was too good to not open the show back up. Steve-Schneickert, you rock, dude. You rock.
Thank you.
You rock.
That's fun.
I think we still have a few folks on the line. Victoria, you got back on?
Listen, this is so cool. Steve, I got to tell you, this afternoon, I was looking at a list of movies, and your picks were my picks.
Awesome.
So when we do our movie thing for the museum, I think I'm so happy that we are diving here in what we think will be really, really good. So thank you.
Cool. You bet.
Awesome. Margot, did you get to hear that?
I did.
Awesome. Oh, that is so cool.
It was great.
Lizzie, it is your turn now. I mean, I just had to open it back up. You guys are here, and I'm like, dude, Steve's segments. Steve and his segments. Steve, I love your Hollywood history. I really do, because it just.
It's awesome.
I think there's something you transport back in time with when you listen to it, and then you also waken us to go and check out something we haven't heard, and you're keeping the spirit of these pictures and these awesome actors and directors and filmmakers, screenwriters alive. So you're keeping the arts alive.
I got a question for Steve.
Yes.
Greatest
Lizzie.
film of all time. Go.
Oh.
Greatest. Well, are you talking my favorite greatest film?
Yeah.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Ooh,
oh, wow.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also Field of Dreams.
Oh.
Yeah, those are good.
I thought It's a Wonderful Life would happen, but apparently not. Okay. I thought that would be in there. No?
Well, those are my two tops.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a Wonderful Life is in the top 10. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And The Bishop's Wife? No?
Well, that's Christmas.
Oh.
It's over.
Yeah.
We're done.
Another year.
We're done. Well done, Lizzie. Okay. You did it. But yeah. Oh, To Kill a Mockingbird is amazing. All right, so we're gonna go from To Kill a Mockingbird to Dove. That sounds terrible.
Oh no!
Great segue.
I know,
Awesome
but here it is, everyone. The Madisons, just an incredible band. Keep up with them, and Madisons Music. Let me make sure I got the right. Let me get it. MadisonsMusic.com. Lizzie, we can't wait for new music from you. So
yeah,
bring it,
get on
girl.
it.
I know,
Thanks,
and hopefully we'll see you. Hopefully we'll see you soon. So here it is.
Look forward to
Off
it.
we go. It is Dove, and this is from the latest album, About Tomorrow. Take a listen.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Here we go. We're
Happy
signing
New
off
Year,
for real
guys.
now.
Thank you.
Thank you very
now
much.
You know you're on dead on the right track. You had to go to time and space and still try to make it back. Now you know now you know now better. You gotta die with good set of wings. You gotta die no matter where she flies, she sings. Hey, now you know now you know now better. Now you know now you know now better. You gotta die. Who knows where home is at? And she flies, returning to you all the past. Hey. Now you know now. Now you know now better. You gotta do with good set ways. You gotta do no matter where she flies, she says, now you know now. Now you know now better. See you fly. Now you know now. Now you know now better. Fly right to your side. Now you know now. Now you know now better. Just always fly home. Now you know now. Now you know now better. Just always fly home. Now you know now. Now you know now.